The residents of Seacliff Harbor had always respected the ocean, but none could have predicted what would emerge from its depths during the storm of the century. As hurricane-force winds pummeled the shoreline, the first wave of creatures dragged themselves from the frothing sea. Not fish, not human, but something horrifyingly in between. Families barricaded themselves in their homes as the creatures surrounded buildings, their inhuman shrieks barely audible over the howling storm. Old Man Jenkins manned the lighthouse alone, the beam cutting through the darkness as the first creatures began scaling the rocks below him. With communications down and help impossible in the storm, Sheriff Miller knew the town's survival rested solely in their hands. Captain Hayes watched in horror as his fishing trawler was overrun, the creatures somehow coordinating their attack, despite the chaos of the storm. At the community hospital, Dr. Allen studied one of the injured creatures they'd captured, his scientific curiosity battling with primal fear as he realized they weren't simply animals, but possessed intelligence. As more townspeople sought refuge in the community center, Rebecca Chen, the marine biologist, noticed patterns in the creature's bioluminescent displays. They weren't just attacking randomly, they were communicating. In the flooded basement of the Maritime Museum, curator Samuel Peterson found evidence this wasn't the first time the creatures had come ashore. Ancient tribal records suggested this happened every 500 years when specific astronomical conditions aligned. As dawn approached and the storm reached its peak, the discovery beneath the old church offered their only hope. Ancient cave paintings depicting a ritual that once appeased the creatures and sent them back to the depths. With nothing to lose, the town performed the ancient ritual as the storm began to subside, and watched in awe as the army of sea creatures collected their offerings and slowly retreated back into the ocean depths, leaving only destruction and questions in their wake.